Steven Sims.
Yeah,
signed with
Steven
the Texans.
Sims. I was a little surprised they let him leave. I thought he was going to be one of them dudes that we kept back. I think that
We're rolling with Gunner.
No. I think it's still. I think the scenario is still you're rolling with. You're not necessarily rolling with anything because Gunner and Calvin. I think you're still going to have them competing. To me, though, I do feel like we might get you one of them receivers in that 4th round type thing. Like we've been talking about the Tank Dell types, just those speedier. It was another dude that we had talked about last week on one of those mocks, where it was just like you said, like a speedy, shifty athlete slot receiver type. To just bring him in here to number 1, either compete or potentially take that spot because Calvin, 3rd rounder, but that's still not crazy in terms of 1st or 2nd round a year later, your job is guaranteed. He's not technically at that stage, so they could very well still do that. And I just thought with the Steven Sims, him moving on, I thought that potentially would be the move. That they still go and draft some middle rounds.
I'm thinking that, but I'm also thinking I think we like the guys in-house. The main reason Steven Sims got elevated is because Calvin Austin was injured. Gunner's muffing those punts. I mean, Sims became very much the return man specialist. But what's crazy is he didn't have that much receiver production last year. If you look, it was only like over 100 yards. Yeah. He made some big catches.
It was timely.
It very was.
Because
very much was.
We're not looking for the 3rd guy to be featured because technically they're not the 3rd guy. They're the 4th option. Is Deontay, is Pickens, is Muth. And then it's whoever, whether that's Steven Sims, is that Connor Hayward, is it Zach Gentry this time, is it Gunner, is it whoever we were going to have in that extra role, or are we dumping it off to Najee or to Jalen Warren? That's the productivity that we're looking at right there.
Like, think right now, Deontay Pickens, Austin. We brought back Miller. I think we really like Miller.
I do too.
And then you also have Gunner, who you're just probably thinking, okay, we'll give him this year, this offseason.
You give him an offseason.
Yeah.
It don't hurt
Let's see if he could bounce back from some of his misfortunes last year.
To give him the offseason. It hurts nothing.
So he could be our return specialist, potentially, or at least compete for it, like you said, to replace Sims there. And then, we could just draft a receiver in the 3rd or 4th round. Yeah. Like, it's a bummer because I really like Sims.
Me too. Tough
but
as heck,
I just feel like our room is secretly kind of full. And Sims, in my opinion, I use this example. I feel like he's going to be that Robert Spillane for us in the receiver room.
Yeah.
He's kind of capped here. Where he's looking at the Texans, that receiver room sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe he could actually get a slot roll out there, maybe get 400 or 500 yards.
I just think of how Robert Spillane started how many games and did what these past 2 seasons. Not saying that.
What I'm saying, I think we're always going to view Sim. He's going to be capped here.
Well, and I'm with you on that.
Pickens and Deontay in front of him.
But I'm just saying that even with Spillane being capped, we still ended up needing him these past 2 seasons. That's more so what I was referencing to. But our receiver situation typically works out a lot better than our linebacker situation.
Right.
So this should be good. This should be.
Like Sim should be replaceable at a receiver level.
It should be. Like Calvin Austin, you're already here. You
Anthony Miller.
Like one of you two. It should be able to be done. Should be.
I like Sims though.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense for both sides. Let's move on.
Man.